Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. It is July morning, and we have a lot to do today. And there's some rain on the horizon, so we gotta get it done as quickly as we can. I guess first things first, let's just hop over to our MacDon, wherever there it is. Like, it's gotta be somewhere over here. So we should have 3 fields to harvest. Field number 1, number 2, and number 4. 24 is also ready to harvest. Interesting. That's the field I've been thinking about buying. So I might snag that too before it gets harvested so I can get some extra grain out of that. Alright, let's get this going with the AI worker. Excellent. Alright, now that we got that going, let's take a quick look at kind of our daily chores. I'm pretty sure I need to bring some milk into the dairy. Ever since I'm distributing grain into the bakery, that's just doing awesome. Things pretty much always filled. Cement factory's got plenty of stones in there, so it's doing its job. The dairy, of course, is all the way out of milk. Ooh, alright, definitely got to bring some in there. Grain is doing good. Greenhouses could use a little bit of water, but it's not really a priority at the moment. You know what? Let me turn the stone on, because I'm pretty sure it's turned off. Oh, got a decent amount of cement products there. That's good. Alright, where were we? Greenhouses, preserved food factory. So we got a total of 6,461 liters of spinach from that contract last episode. So let's go ahead and activate this and make some spinach bags. Sawmills are doing good. And last thing to check real quick are the animals. Plenty of food in there, so we're doing good. We just need to move some of that goat milk. There we go. You know what I just noticed? Look at the feet. If I go forward, it goes onto the gas. If I go in reverse, interesting. I did not realize that it did that. Nice. Though this is the first time we've completely run out of milk in the dairy. You know what I didn't check? I didn't check to see if the canning, our small canning factory or preserved food factory needs some eggs. Nope, it's good. Eggs are they're doing pretty darn well. Is that a full 4 pallets? Yeah, nice. I went ahead and off screen or off camera, whatever you want to call it, I went ahead and moved the stacks of goat cheese. I was worried that it was just going to kind of get stuck in there because I don't know what the actual storage was. Alright, I think I need to go sell off all this wood first. And July, so we did April, May, and June, which I think is the only time it needs water for the rice, so we're good. Well, let's go ahead and sell off all of the planks. And let's check and make sure that this is the proper month. There it is. It's shifted to July. But wait a minute. Go back. Where's the best price? The Temple. Temple's not buying these though. So the next... Well, it's the carpentry because Goldcrest Valley is going to be... Well, it's actually even below the carpentry. It's a shame I can't sell them to the temple. We've already filled that quota up, I believe. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick time lapse. I'm going to head over to the carpenters to sell this, and I'll see you when we get there. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and unstrap these and see if we can get one sale. There we go. Wow, $310,000. That was a lot more than I was expecting. That isn't bad for an entire year of stockpiling that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop this trailer off by our sawmill and then head down, hook up to the grain trailer and head down to our wheat fields. I'll do all of that in a jump cut, so I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, here we are. Went ahead and parked the trailer over here. Gonna bale up the rest of the straw really quick. And as soon as the MacDon finishes that field, we'll shift it over to the next one, and I can begin harvesting it. And you know what else I should do really quick now that I'm thinking about it? I'll do that in just a little bit. I forgot to check the store and see if our tractor is in. I have a feeling that it's a lot like Christmas for kids, where I'm like, is it Christmas yet? Is it Christmas yet? I just feel like I keep checking that tractor, you know, the sales to see if that tractor is in all the time. It's not too big of a deal. It's not 100% necessity at the moment, but I just don't want to miss it, because then we'll have to wait however long it is again to order another one, and that would be a bummer. All right, we're going to go ahead and leave this here for the moment. All right, let's check out that store. And no, that looks pretty cool, but we don't need it. I'm not truly doing any forestry work. Let's see, I need... Nope, go back. The JCB. Awesome. Pick up those bales over there, clear that field so that we can start mulching it. I'm thinking we'll end up filling this trailer on this field, probably have a little bit extra. I'm definitely going to have to place down another bale shed in our production yard. So I'll just do this in the time lapse, and I'll see you when we're done. Took me a while to figure out where it was. It was in the silos. I just kind of went past it and didn't see it. And then I wanted to place that shed down in a way that that little wire that was just kind of hanging there would make sense. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. And if that helps. Alright. Let's go ahead and dump these bales, get the rest of them, and I probably need to... Hold on. Need to turn off super strength. It's not a major thing, but as funny as it sounds, it kind of annoys me to see that little hand just kind of, you know, dangling, cruising around there. So it does look like that wire kind of belongs, like it goes to the shed and powers something. I didn't even realize that was sticking there. I just kind of always drove by it like, you know, it was no big deal. You know how it is. Once you see something, you can't unsee it, so I had to fix it. Looks like the MacDon is done. Let me just grab the last couple bales here. Nice. I'm so glad I ran into it so that I missed it. Man, oh man. See, this is what happens when you hurry, right? Alright, this is the last one right here. Alright, we're going to leave this parked here for the moment. I'm going to hop into the MacDon, switch the MacDon to the next field, and then I'll start collecting or harvesting up this crop before it starts to rain. And hopefully I can get all of this done, possibly even that new field I want to buy in today's episode. We shall see. I'll see you guys when we're done. Welcome back. So we pretty much cut and harvested all of the wheat in field number 1. We're just waiting for the MacDon to go ahead and finish cutting up and windrowing field number 2. Though I might start a little bit earlier just because I think it's got a pretty big head start. Alright, let's dump that into there and see how the grain mill is doing. Nice. I wonder if, well, we'll fill it all the way up, obviously. I wonder if there'll be any left in the trailer. And the answer is no. Oh, it's almost all the way filled up. That's very nice. So we'll throw the rest of that into our silo. And of course, this brings up the question of, will we need to buy the large grain mill? Our little grain mill is doing a pretty good job, well, you know, feeding our bakery. But if we have this much grain, I might actually need the large one. You know, I also wanted to check something really quick, so let's just go ahead and leave the car here. So this is our new grass field that I got. My goal when I got it was I wanted to, originally the field was like lowered down into the ground, depressed a little bit around the roads. So I wanted to even it out so that I can place, you know, the buffalo or, you know, the cow enclosure here. And obviously I did that, but as I did that, I didn't realize it was going to take the grass field texture off. So it turned it into like regular dirt. So I said, you know what, I've already started, I've messed up, might as well, you know, flatten it out for all of it and then make a new field. So this looks like it's in its third stage of 4 stages of growth. This one is fully grown, so it's ready to harvest, but I kind of want to do them at the same time. So I'm going to wait a week. And while I'm here, since we have all that money burning a hole in our pocket, I am going to buy this field. And after we harvest the oats there and the sorghum in field 25, I'm going to turn those into grass fields as well. And then that'll pretty much be able to handle all of our cows and goats and eventually sheep. I think 4 grass fields that are relatively close to each other could be pretty good. Let me go ahead and empty the rest of this combine. And while we're waiting for the combine to empty, I would also continue making some more bales. It seems like 2.5, 3 bales is the limit that I can make before the combine is fully empty. We'll do 1 right now. Or I guess not even 1, since, well, there we go. Alright. I don't want to make every time lapse about harvesting, but it's kind of the big things to do this month. So I feel like I just kind of have to, especially before that rain comes along, because I don't know how long the rain is going to last. From what I can see, the rain should start... Oh, it's already changed. So this is what's always concerning. Well, it looks like it should start at 4 o'clock and it should go all the way until 8. That's quite a long time. Oops, forgot to lower it. Alright, I'm gonna obviously do this on another time lapse. I guess we'll keep going until the rain hits, and then I don't know, I guess I might have to do the rest in the next episode when the rain stops in the following month. I will see you guys when we're done. Welcome back. Looks like the rain has finally come in an hour earlier than what it was saying it was supposed to. Let's check real quick. Well, now it's saying 15 versus 16. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the last load of wheat from the combine, drop it into our silo, and I want to buy a couple things real quick. One, I want to buy, I think there's like a weather station we can get, and by purchasing the weather station we should have more accurate, well, weather. So I guess, it's a little bit easier to work around when it's going to rain or not. I went ahead and I stopped the MacDon from cutting. I do not know if that causes the loss of yield or not, or if picking up with the combine causes the loss of the yield. So I'm going to hedge my bets and just not pick up any of them. Obviously, I can still bale up some straw and collect the bales in the rain. That's not going to be an issue. I think about half of the field, or maybe a little bit more than half of field number 4 has been cut. I'd like to buy field number 9, but unfortunately it's got that cotton in it. Field number 12 has potatoes, which I don't want to touch at all. One of the things I was thinking of as I'm harvesting these fields, I think 2 fields of wheat is perfect. 3 is 1 too many, I think. So I think 2 fields of barley, 2 fields of wheat, 2 fields of oats, and 2 fields of sorghum, I think is going to be more than enough. The other thing I'm curious about now is I'm going to have a lot of wheat. So in our grain mill, the wheat is almost filled up. We have 117,000 liters just being turned into flour. But in our silo, we currently have 120,000 wheat already. So one of the things I was trying to figure out was, do I buy the larger grain mill, place it on my production yard, and then have that start cranking out way more grain or flour than I'm already making? But as it is, my little grain mill can keep our bakery completely full. So if I move up to a big grain mill, I'm like, so the question is, do I need to make more bakeries? We made a lot of money from selling bread in last December, and we'll match that again this time. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to just have 10 bakeries going, and then all of December's episode is watch as I drive 10 trailers full of bread to the sell point. So one of the things that I want to figure out is what else I can do with either the grain itself, like the wheat grain, or more flour besides the bakery. Obviously there's the noodle soup, so if I buy the large canning factory, then the more flour the better. And I think to keep the large canning factory running, I might need the large grain mill for that. I don't think my little small grain mill here will be able to do it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know there is a cereal production I can make that uses honey, which reminds me, let's see how the honey production is doing. Off camera, I placed a couple more beehives. I also replaced the current beehives that I had over here with 3 big ones. Whoops, where am I going? I'm going here. Oh yeah, this is way better. All of last year I had almost 2 pallets of honey. Now I'm already up to 3 1/4 maybe. So let's see what my options are here. So you can see I have 3 of these bigger greenhouses here. Not greenhouses, beehives, I'm sorry. I have this small one here. So if I sell it, it's for $3,000. I'll leave it there because it came with the farm. And these big hives that I'm buying are 10,000 each. And I placed one here and one here. And I have 2 here, but I might put another one here. Maybe 2 more. That looks like a good spot. And maybe 1 more here. And I'm hoping that this produces enough honey now. Not just to have a viable... Well, let's see, somewhere it's a little bit flatter. There we go. Not just to have a viable, amount of honey being made that we can sell. But if the cereal production does use honey, and I think it does, then that's an extra, production we can have. Alright, I think we need to go to tools. So, weather station improves the weather forecast available on your farm. So, let's go ahead and place this up here. And hopefully now I'll get at least more accurate weather. As much as I'd like to buy some more stuff, we are obviously still waiting for our tractor. Let's see if it actually is popped in. Oh, look at that. I'm so glad I checked. There it is. Awesome. So let's customize this. That is actually pretty cool. I got the tracker before my mod even said it was in the store. Let's hop over here and we'll get it repaired and overhauled real quick, and bring this tractor over here to the production yard, and we'll leave it there for now. Alright, let's go ahead and power down. I think this is a pretty good place to end the episode. Off camera, I'm just going to bale up some of this straw and move those bales to the new shed. Then I'm going to wait until the next episode where we will advance into August and then finish harvesting the wheat. Plus, I think the oats are going to be due in August as well. And I definitely have to make sure that I start with the little field I just bought. I don't want anything to wither. Alright everybody, we're going to call this an episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.